Good morning, everybody. This is DDK, Diva Dish Kitchens, and author of DDK Recipe Books 1 and 2, which you will find at Flicker Meats on White Bear Avenue in White Bear Lake, and at Grundhofer's Meats in Hugo. And you can buy them from WA at 612-859-3270, or my email, diviadish67@gmail.com. So today is Saturday, and it is July 27th. Well, I'm going to show you a video of how to make a different version of spaghetti sauce with two different types of meats. And bolognese is basically always done with beef meat, ground chuck, ground sirloin, but beef. Today we're going to do it different. We're going to do it with a pound and a quarter of ground venison, which is very lean. That's in this pan right here, this microwave dish. And on top of this meat in this microwave dish is about two tablespoons of Heinz ketchup, about half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of basil, half a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of garlic, and a half a teaspoon of, onion powder. Okay, so we got all that in here, which we're going to be taking this dish over here, and we are going to be adding to it. We're going to grind this up. I'm going to mix this up, and then I'm just going to pull it in chunks and mix it into this combination I just told you about, which is the venison meat with all those seasonings. And it does have some olive oil in it too, about a quarter cup, because venison is very lean. It really is a good meat to eat, but you really have to boost it a lot with a lot of seasonings and, fat, because it has very little fat, because, they are totally omnivores, dear, and they eat very lean. So we've got this meat, we've got this sausage patties, which are just very, very good, delicious tasting. You can get them at both those meat stores I told you about. And then we have going to add a jar of spicy red pepper classical sauce, okay? Then we are going to add these seasonings to the sauce, all right? This isn't parsley. This is reused container. This is fennel seed, okay? About a half a teaspoon is going to go in the sauce. You're going to add, don't think about that's a tiny thing, because this is anise, okay? I'm just reusing these containers. So this is a half a teaspoon of anise, also is going in the sauce. Tablespoon and a half of onion powder. You can add more if you like more onion flavor. About same tablespoon of oregano. Half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. Depends how much heat you like in it. 2 tablespoons plus of this garlic powder. Tablespoon of basil, and quarter cup to a third of a cup of Moscato. Another 2 tablespoons of the Heinz ketchup, and that's what's in this jar right here that I put in here, because I have to thin the sauce. And then you just shake it, all right? And you're going to pour that into the crock pot, which is where my sauce is beginning, okay? That I have to add the rest of the ingredients. But in here, there is another quarter cup of olive oil, okay, which is this olive oil, all right? You can use any kind of good quality olive oil, but don't use cheap stuff, okay? It's got to be good quality. You don't have to have the extra light. You can have the regular olive oil, not the extra virgin, not unless you like it really, really strong taste of olive oil. Use just the regular golden olive oil. All right, so in here we have on top, there's about a quarter teaspoon of fennel and anise seed. There is about a quarter teaspoon of basil and oregano, and another quarter teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And then there's about a teaspoon and a half of garlic powder and onion powder. So that's what's in here, plus 1 can of diced tomatoes that has bell peppers and onions in it, and celery, which is adds another layer and texture. Okay, so what this is going to do when we do all this, and you can see I've got my crock pot, and I'm going to it's on set to high, and I'm going to set the time to 5 hours, okay? Now you probably can't see it. It's kind of hard for you to see that, but take my word for it. It's set for 5 hours on high temperature. And what I'll probably do is do probably 3 hours on high and then the last 2 on low. So, and then this one, of course, is a pretty advanced one because it's a professional chef one. But this one will, once it reaches all its hours and cooking time, it shuts itself down to what they call keeping it warm. So you don't overcook anything that's in it, which is a wonderful feature. So if you want to get one of these crock pots, this is the name of it. It's just called Crock Pot. And they're available online only. You can't find them in the stores anymore. Sears used to carry them, but I'm pretty sure they don't have them anymore. But it is a fabulous crock pot, really is. It has this wonderful cover that comes on it that is just really seals it really well. It is just probably one of the best in the market that I've had, and I've had many. So this is going to be a slow process. That's the way you want really good sauce to taste. This sauce is another version of one of my red sauces that I have in book 1, Mediterranean Diet, that you can find my books at Grundhofer's and at Flickr's, and also from buying them direct from me. But it is delicious. It's just one of those things that you can just dip bread in. You can just eat it out of the pot after it's done. Put it over any kind of penny pasta. Angel hair I love. You can put it over rigatoni. You can use it over lasagna. It's a good base for anything as well. It's just delicious. And many kinds of meats can be added to this too. You can add chicken. You can add pork. You can add steak. You can add sirloin. You can use plain hamburger. But bolognese officially always beef. But I've used veal too. So there's lots of things. Twist it up, sister, and have some fun in your kitchens. Okay? This is Jonna Llanos, author of DDK Recipe Books and owner of Diva Dish Kitchens and Catering. I am going to finish this up and then get on with the rest of my day. I hope you babies are having a great day. It's a little hot out there. Stay safe. Ciao for now.